What if the next 90 days of your life, well, actually not 90 days, because it's already September. I think we're 2 weeks or more than 2 weeks into September. But what if it turns out to be the best 90 or 80 days step out of your life? What if you achieve so much more in this last quarter of the year, in these 4 months, that you've achieved in the last 7 months, from the beginning of the year till now? What if you achieve all those goals you've written down at the beginning of the year for your new year resolution? What if you still achieve your dream body? What if you achieve those skills that you actually wanted to achieve this year, in this last quarter of the year? What if you still read the number of books that you've put down that you're going to read this year? Yes, I know. What if you could do all these things? What if you could be in a completely different place at the end of the year? You could do everything you had set out to do but didn't do in the first 7 months of the year. Yes, it's possible. I know there has been a lot of what ifs, but without wasting much time, guys, let's get right into this video. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, hi, welcome. My name is Quinsley. I'm a faith-based creator currently living in England. Would love it here. If you're a returning subscriber, like I always say, you are the OG. Welcome back. Guys, enough of the what ifs. You can still achieve those goals. You can still get that dream body. Yes, you can still learn that skill if only you would stop wishing and thinking. I think the mistake that a lot of us make most times is that we spend so much time thinking, wishing, planning that we never actually get to execute. You have to lock in. Yes, guys, lock in. It is time to actually lock in and do the things that you actually said we're going to do. I know, yes, 7 months has passed. We are in the last quarter, but you can still lock in on those goals. You can do all that you want to do in this last quarter of the year. I know you'll be wondering, oh, what does it mean to lock in? What does this locking mean? Because we'll be seeing this locking all over social media these days. The great locking. You go on TikTok, the great locking. You come on YouTube, the great locking. You might know what locking in means, but if you don't know what locking in means, and this is the first time that you are hearing the word, what does to lock in actually mean? To lock in is to set out to do all you actually want to do, like doing the things you actually want to do. Oh, like I said, it can be the goals or whatever, but actually the doing. So how do you achieve these goals? You do by setting small achievable goals. It's okay to set goals like, oh, I want to read 5 books, I want to read 10 books, but set small achievable goals like, oh, I'm going to be reading 10 pages every day or 20 pages every day of a book. At least commit to little achievable goals. Another way to do this can be to be accountable to somebody, to a friend, anyone, and say, oh, by the time I do not read this amount of pages of a book I want to read, or by the time I did not go to the gym up to 4 times in a week, I'm going to do this, or do this, or I'm going to give you this money, I'm going to do that. Will make you to be accountable. Another way is to reward yourself. Any little thing, like let's say you were able to read 200 pages at the end of the week, or you were able to like hit the gym, let's say 4 times in a week. You could reward yourself. Another way to lock in, guys, is by replacing things with other things. Do not just cut things out. Replace the things you want to cut out with other things. Take, for example, you want to cut out time you spend on Netflix. You can cut your time out on Netflix and replace it with, let's say, reading a book, listening to music, worshiping, for example, any other thing. Another good example is, let's say you want to cut out your social media time or the time you spend on social media. You can cut out the time you spend on social media and replace it with reading a book. Spend that time that you could have been using to doom scroll on social media to reading a book. So those are the ways to lock in, guys. What is that one thing you want to cut out, that when you cut it out, you'll be in an entirely different place in the next 90 days? Just comment that thing in the comment section. As for me, guys, I'll be committing to staying consistent on YouTube. I'll be committed to finishing the number of books I want to finish and so many other things I want to do. That will be all for this video, guys. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So just comment down below what you've been looking in on for the next 90 days. See my next video. Bye, guys. Stay blessed.